Hello. Thanks for listening to the TalkShow with Christopher Walken. I'm Christopher Walken. Glad you've joined us here in the studio today. We scheduled Jesus to be interviewed last week, but he had to cancel last minute due to his Life of Pablo tour. So after numerous calls, we finally have a guest for you this week. The former President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. Hello, sir.
Hello. To my fellow Americans listening in. Hello as well.
Now, Mr. President, we have a few international listeners.
Oh well, I greet you refugees also.
Not everyone outside of America is a refugee.
Well, we could define refugee in several ways. So,
That's nice. So, Mr. President,
yes.
the key question, I think, on everyone's mind is what was it like being President of the United States?
Well, it was fun these last 8 years. I had some really great times. Met some really great people.
Messing with Congress.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't miss me.
They already don't.
Well, I was talking the other day, and I was talking to Michelle. And I said, Michelle, it was fun these last 8 years. She said, yeah. So then she said, Barack, how did it feel? And so now I'm going to sum up the presidency in one sentence.
Okay.
Before I say it, approximately how many people are listening?
Don't worry, it's not too many.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I can be square with you. My service as the President of the United States. It was all just one massive joke.
Oh.
Yes. It was a test as to how much I can mess with the Republicans.
I see.
Everything I did to make the Republicans upset with my performance in office. The Affordable Health Care Act, or some would deem it Obamacare. The closing of Guantanamo Bay. Letting immigrants into the country. Raising taxes.
So the whole thing, you being president, your 2 terms in office, it was all a prank.
Well, I prefer to use the phrase social experiment. But in a sense, yes. These last 8 years have been a massive joke. Now, I fully believe in the policy that I was passing. But I knew that I had to make all policy as damaging as possible to make the Republicans so desperate that they would end up making a really horrible decision in their presidential nomination.
I'm assuming you're referring to Mr. Trump. Or, I guess he's now President Trump.
Yes, that's correct, Chris. You see, my goal was to create something so bad that in addition to the 2 things for sure in life, death and taxes, there would also be a third thing for sure. And that would be the United States of America going $20 trillion in debt. I don't want to go $10 trillion out of debt. That's too much work for anyone. So, I had to say, I'm going to increase our government spending and raise our taxes. So that way we can increase our spending even more. And I knew the whole time this wouldn't fix the problem. I just had some fun with it. So whenever Donald was elected, I knew nothing I could do would make matters worse. So I spent those last 4 months doing absolutely not one thing. One of my Catholic friends back in 2013 asked me what I gave up for the religious holiday of Lent. And so I told him that I gave up. I gave up on America when they reelected me. And whenever Hillary and Donald were announced as the party nominees last year, that action was justified.
Wow, that whole thing is crazy. Well, so how do you feel now that you're out of the presidency? Is there anything you'd like to tell the listeners, the audience?
Well, our country has never been more divided than it is now. Now listen here, I don't say that lightly. There are violent riots and debates that are needlessly destructive when there is always room for diplomacy and a nice peaceful conversation. The destruction of families and friendships over political issues is unnecessary. Now, it is no secret that the President, Mr. Donald Trump, and I have very different views when it comes to policy, but I was extremely pleased at meeting with the then President-elect and how smooth the transition of office was. We were able to sit down as friends, as colleagues, and even though he is currently bashing me for wiretapping.
Oh, by the way, did you actually do that?
No comment. But you see, the main point is, we may be of different ethnicities and races. We may have different political ideologies. We may worship different gods. We may like different sports. We may even eat different foods. But we must stand together and respect each other's values, coming together peacefully.
Great stuff, great stuff. All right, now, is there anything you'd like to say to those who are thinking of maybe running for a president, or if they're one of our international listeners, a dictator or some other prime minister or something like that?
Yes, there's this necessary trait for any human, any man, woman, wanting to look for to hold a higher position of power, such as the presidency. Our presidents haven't had it for the past 28 years, and probably won't have these next 4 if I'm honest. It's called common sense. Be smart, know what you're talking about, and don't let the media be able to make a parody of you.
That's very true. I mean, there's guys all over the place doing impressions and impersonations of people like us, just satirizing famous people for comedic reasons, not interested in what the people represent at all.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I would say thank you for your years of service, but after this interview, well,
yeah, I got it, Chris. I got it. Yeah, whatever. Oh, gosh. I'm running late for a dinner party. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad to be a part of this whole show. I hope this goes well for you. God bless you. May God bless you viewers at home. And may God bless America.
Again, international viewers.
Okay, I get there's international viewers. But if you don't believe in God, then either may science bless you, or may Satan bless you.
Alright, I think he's gone. So thanks, fellas, for tuning in. Please comment below on who you think I should interview next time. Have a great week.